My worst symptom of the menopause has got to be brain fog and forgetfulness.
When the heat came on, I just wanted to do the Hulk and just tear my clothes off. It was that intense.
The worst experience is the disorientation that I felt and the fear, because at that point I didn't know what was happening to my body. I was worried about going to the GP in case they diagnosed something that, illness. But then when I went to my GP, thankfully, it was a black female GP, and she said it would be around 12 months of not having a cycle that they could officially say that I was into my menopausal stage. She says the stage that you're in at the moment is the perimenopausal stage. I started the perimenopausal stage when I was about 48, so that's about 5 years ago.
They say it can range from 4 weeks to 10 years plus. I think I'm the 10 years plus. I'll explain to you what the brain fog feels like for me. It feels like somebody has got an elastic band and it's wrapped around my brain and they're pulling it tighter and tighter and tighter. And the tighter they pull it, the more confused, the more foggier my mind gets. So I'll be saying, Jadzia, I like your brown socks. My brain doesn't think quick enough for me to be fluid in my sentence. There is a break, but it's because I can't remember.
I thought I'd lost my daughter once. So I was in the kitchen and she came to me. She was about 3 at the time. And I said to her, go and lie down for your nap. Then when I realised it's been quite a while, she's been very quiet, let me go and get her. I went to the chair where she normally is and she weren't there. So my mind just told me somebody had come in the house, took her out. I went out on the street, went up and down the road, phoned the police came. So one stood with me while the others searched the house upstairs. And then the other one came down and said, we can't find her. Then he looked at me and he said to me, could that be her there? I had to get up like, yeah, that's her. And he said, did you not see her? So I guess that could be the beginnings of, because that was very scary, but also quite funny at the same time.
Work-wise, I am really struggling, and I make no secret of it to anybody. It's like I said to my manager, I am not going to play the martyr and pretend I can do this job when I can't. I'm forgetting things they're telling me to do. Simple things. His advice to me was be resilient. Well, I can't be resilient. I'm not in work at the moment because of that. So my sickness at the minute is work-related stress. But I know it's to do with the menopause as well. I know that.
Our parents didn't talk about menopause or tell us anything, it just happened.
You hear other women say, it's the time of life. That's how they would describe it, the time of life.
With a smile and a hug, a standing ovation and loud unending applause, who have experienced for decades and survived the 3 stages, peri, before, and post, after, menopause.
The idea of doing something on the menopause was something that I started, we had the health hour about 6-9 months ago, and it was so impactful, and women were like, didn't know that, didn't know that, didn't know that. The more people talk about it, the more they're going to start to think, right, okay, it's not a taboo, it's not a stigmatising topic, I'm not on my own, and that's what we wanted to do. So that's the impact we're creating.
I was aware of the CAHN service, but I hadn't actually used the service as, in that way until I made my own self-referral for counselling.
Going to, up to now, 2 of their events has been eye-opening, enlightening, informative, knowledgeable. I think the speakers are first class.
Women just being together in one space with that one mindset, it is always going to be empowering and encouraging to each other.
If I am free and CAHN has anything on, I will be there. I will be there.